Previously on Survivor. 18 days ago, a group of 20 South Africans landed in the South China Sea to embark on a journey of outwitting, outplaying and outlasting each other.
Okay, this is it. The game has started. It's do or die.
They are captained on this journey by two South African sport legends, former Springbok rugby captain Corné Krige and ex-Bafana Bafana star Mark Fish. Mark and Corné selected their tribe members in a classic schoolyard pick. The captains first opted for physically strong players to compete on their side. Mark picked Sport Club manager Solly.
I knew straight away that I was going to be picked first.
Guy at the back.
While Corné opted for Xavion, a wedding planner with an impressive athletics history.
I'm not looking at a wedding dress anymore in the comfort of a shop with a cappuccino in my hand. Things just got real.
Xavion made an impression on his captain and his tribe when he beat Solly in a duel.
I don't think anyone knows that I'm a Springbok in athletics.
And he confidently took an early lead in the strategic game on Seletan.
For us, every time we decide who's going.
But Xavion overplayed his hand when he thought the whole tribe was behind him and his alliance.
First person voted out of Survivor South Africa. Champions, Ashley.
The shock blindside when Ashley was voted out at the first tribal council forced Xavion to reevaluate his strategy.
I don't feel I'm good at playing Survivor, but I'm good at the challenges. So I feel that I'm going to at least get to the merge, and then from there I feel it's sort of almost an individual game.
His physical ability has made him a valuable asset for Seletan in challenges and kept them out of tribal council, and he remains one of his captain's firm favorites to win the game.
If you look at him, he's an absolute specimen. He's one of the guys in my tribe who I earmark as a possible winner of Survivor.
All of this makes Xavion a big threat post-merge when it becomes an individual battle for survival. The person who toppled Xavion's short-lived reign on Seletan is financial manager Graham, who did not approve of Xavion's attempt to control the tribe.
My concern is that if we vote the way they want to, they're going to pick us all off one by one by one.
Graham formed his own alliance, the Rugrats, by pulling together the less vocal members of the tribe.
Well, I just thought to myself, obviously if I'm not in there for, maybe make a different alliance.
This way, Graham quickly established a majority alliance that has been the dominant force in the voting ever since. Graham has two strong alliance partners. There is Altaf, the helicopter pilot, who has been Graham's wingman from the start and a dependable vote throughout.
He seems to be very open and honest like I am, and he feels that it's not fair that people are making false alliances amongst the tribe and just casting names out there.
Altaf has a unique approach to the game of Survivor. He wants to be upfront and honest about all his decisions and actions.
I'm glad this Survivor is working out that way, where the cheaters and the thieves and the rogues are getting voted off. And the honest good people are staying behind. It's hope for mankind after all.
Graham's other alliance partner and co-strategist is HR director Moira. She's helped him to make key Rugrats decisions. But when it came to light that she had withheld sugarcane, a vital source of energy from the Seletan tribe, her trustworthiness came under scrutiny.
If it does come down to it, I'd give my word to Altaf as opposed to Moira because of this.
The other three members of the current Seletan tribe, Buhle, Val and Solly, started off on Utara but became part of Seletan in one of the biggest curveballs to hit the castaways this season, the Tribe Shuffle.
This is a tribe shuffle. Drop your buffs right there where you are on that grandstand.
If I don't deliver in those challenges, it's more like, well, perhaps he shouldn't be here.
Since his resounding defeat against Xavion on the first day, Solly has redeemed himself and has become a key player in the challenges, winning for his tribe a number of times. So far, he has saved himself from elimination simply by helping his tribe avoid tribal council. But he could become a big target when the tribes merge because of his track record at challenges.
Are you ready for war?
Butle had a rocky start to the game when she was nominated as a weaker player on Utara and sent off to a challenge to win fire for her tribe.
I'm here and I plan to stay. I'm not done yet.
Not only did she return to camp with the precious fire, but she also received a clue to a hidden immunity idol. She came to the fore in challenges and contributed around camp. This has won her the favor of her original captain, Mark Fish.
You were absolutely superb.
One thing that has eluded her all this time is the precious hidden immunity idol, because it was snatched from its hiding place by Shane before Butle could even start searching for it. Even though she has the goodwill of her former captain and her confidant Val by her side, she will have to make strategic decisions to stay in the game. Val has been by Butle's side from the start. Her low-key gameplay means she has survived the vote, despite being a liability in swimming challenges. Val was the one to warn Butle when her tribe mates on Utara wanted to vote for her at Tribal Council.
No, I'm planning to blindside you tonight. So it's very important that you have the idol.
I don't have it.
However, this threat was all a ploy from Stephen to try and flush out the hidden idol.
Well, let's see how it plays out.
Stephen thought Butle had it because he couldn't find it anywhere and because he'd been hoodwinked by his alliance partners, Shane and Marion. These two have kept the idol for themselves and pretended to know nothing about it, leaving the other tribe members suspicious of each other. At the tribe shuffle, both Butle and Val were just too happy to trade their Utara buffs for Selatan colors.
It feels like a home for a girl.
I am totally excited to end up with the Selatan tribe.
Shane and Marion have ruled Utara with an iron fist from day one.
We gelled like peanut butter and jam.
Voting off anyone who would stand in their way.
She really is starting to blossom into someone that could be a threat later on.
Quickly securing a reputation as two of the most ruthless villains our game has ever seen.
Zen, why the f would I hide your stuff? You were in my line since day one.
No idea.
Shame.
Marion, the self-proclaimed biggest fan of Survivor, has been a real power in the major decisions for Utara.
I've got my final two partner, and I'm pretty much controlling things, so I'm ecstatic.
Her rock-solid partnership with Shane, coupled with her strategic thinking and careful crafting of alliances, has stood her in good stead.
Without the risk of sounding cocky, because you never know in this game, but I think we got this.
But she did not anticipate the tribe shuffle and its consequences. Since that fateful day, Utara lost their numbers advantage, along with their physical edge, when Solly joined the Selatan tribe. Utara was sent to Tribal Council 3 consecutive times after the tribe shuffle, and Shane and Marion voted strategically to protect their grip on the game.
I feel nothing voting Soneto. She should volunteer to go home today.
Tribe has spoken.
Shane, the former counterintelligence officer, is having the time of his life despite hunger and deprivation.
You've got to laugh it off. I mean, I'm starving too.
He showed no mercy when eliminating the enemy.
That's a blindside of epic proportions waiting to happen.
He stole an idol from Jenna's bag, sent to her by her former Rugrats alliance on Selatan to save her, and then lied about it all the way to Tribal Council.
Where did you guys have an idol?
No, I don't have an idol.
Shane picked off his own alliance members based on how strong and useful they might be should the tribes merge.
I feel absolutely nothing to vote Stephen off.
9th person voted out of Survivor South Africa champions. Stephen.
I'm quite comfortable saying that Marion and I will be in the final two.
After blindsiding Stephen at the last tribal council, and even though Shane and Marion have both immunity idols at their disposal, their alliance is now in the minority, with only Sivu and David on their side. Sivu, the young astrophysics student, has been playing his own strategic game from the start. He got a rude awakening about the unpredictability of the game when he found the hidden immunity idol without a clue, only to have it stolen from under his nose by Shane.
This game changes just like that. I was on a high, I was in control. Later, I'm bummed out.
Since then, Sivu has played along with Shane and Marion's alliance, even though he has maintained close relationships with Bootle and Val, hoping that this will give him a strategic advantage if the tribe should merge.
I'm the most dangerous player in this game. If I went to the Sillerton tribe, the new one, I had Solly Bootle strong with them. This side, also think I voted with them. So I want to keep it that way without people noticing. Keep it powerful, yeah.
And then there is David, the oldest player this season, who's struggled to find his feet on Sillerton.
People start making alliances here. People start to chat to me. We have to stand together.
He tried to make alliances as soon as he set foot on the island, but soon realized that he was being ostracized.
People that talk to me. Yes, I am a quiet person. I don't really work with people. I work with horses.
After being nominated as one of the weakest players by his captain, David found redemption at the Fire Challenge in the clue to the hidden immunity idol. He found the idol and buried it, giving him some sense of security.
I've got an idol. I've got an idol.
But that didn't last long.
The idol's gone, China.
Hey, David, hold on. What is going on?
The idol's gone, girl. I'm angry. I've been betrayed.
And when the stolen idol was flushed out, David had to give it up to his captain at the insistence of his tribe. David obeyed in order to save himself from getting voted out.
Who on your tribe should not make it to merge?
At the tribe shuffle, David's tribe all said that he should not make it to merge, so he knew he was next on the chopping block.
These are guys who swore the alliance to me and said to me, you're going through to the final six.
And just when it looked like his number was up, David was thrown a lifeline when he landed up on Utara.
In a way, it's a bit of a miracle I've come over.
He helped to steal Jenna's idol, ironically the one he had originally found.
Welcome to Survivor, bro.
Then lied to her and voted her out to worm his way into Shane and Marion's alliance.
Just when you get static and you put your feet up and you think this is it, the game changes.
More than any other player, David has survived all 7 tribal councils he's been to, and now has pledged his allegiance to Utara, having nothing but contempt for the Sillerton Rugrats, who never really wanted him in the first place.
Survivor will sort them out. Survivor will sort them out.
At the last tribal council, David voted along with Sivu, Marion and Shane to get Stephen out in one of the biggest blindsides yet this season.
It's pure strategy.
Stephen, tribe has spoken.
"11 are left. Who will be voted out next?
Morning, you Utara.
Morning.
How's it?
Pray for the merge today. Pray. I mean, there's so much nonsense we could get up to on the other side.
Unless you burn Kone's name badge.
Oh, is it? Where do we find it?
I think he dropped it somewhere to challenge.
And I picked it up.
Should we send it to the gods and let them deal with it?
No, you know what? Give it to Mark. Let Mark give it to him.
What?
Sorry? I don't understand what you're saying.
If you look, I think you're on the wrong team.
Yeah, no.
Cool, lekker. I'm enjoying it. If you're going to lie about it and cheat about it, that's the game.
I think what we should do is just donate it.
Corny.
Let's get some heat on it. To let the fun and games begin.
We had an early start because we wanted to see the sunrise. We anticipated it would be our last sunrise on our island.
From here on in, it's going to be interesting. At some point, you know, we're going to have to hand over. And I think that point is coming soon. I've got one wish for all of you, is that all of you stick together. That's my one wish. Some of those sneaky guys on the other side don't come split you up.
Yeah, they will try, but it's all about just knowing which direction you're going and who you're with.
Look at that, eh? Look at that. Listen, Sivo, don't you want to put a star by 12? That's when you adopted me. On day 12.
That's your special day.
That's the day this game get left to me, eh? I was
Down and out.
down and out there. That's the day that you guys gave me love.
I hear you, brother.
The way I look at this game is that everyone here is a card. So if you play a game of cards and it's a game of cards where you got to outwit someone else, get someone to think you're thinking this way and you think another way, and get them to keep thinking that way, and you come and you blindside them. Oh, mother! Woo!
Was off.
That's a sign it's bad.
Why?
Hey, this has got scoop.
No, why would I drink that now?
I can't wait for merge. Also, just to see new faces and hear new voices. Like, I love my tribe, but like, some people's voices and their faces are starting to irritate me. Got mail, guys. Another day in paradise. More footprints in the sand. Every step taken is closer to R1 million. Gather your wits and gather your pride. Today is the day where there is nowhere to hide. No stupid moves or your time is done. Play your cards right and the battle could be won.
Let's merge.
It's merge.
It's merge.
Straight up. Footprints in the sand is looking back towards R1 million.
No challenges, no mistakes.
We merging. We
those
merging.
Well, if it is, I want to say well done to you guys. Well done, come
Thanks,
together.
Captain.
Well done. No, don't
you very
freaking
much
thank
for
me for anything, you bunch of chameleons. Jeez, like.
I just want you guys to know I'm committed to you guys, eh? I'm committed to you guys.
You've earned your stripes. I'm sure there's no questions about
Last
that.
night's blindside. I'm the stepson, but I'm committed to you guys.
Well, we're thinking of adopting you now. So now you've moved. You're not a stepson yet.
I get my hair standing up because I'm excited about this merge.
Gather your wits and gather your pride. Today is the day where there's nowhere to hide.
That sounds like a merge, guys.
Yeah, there's no implication of any type
Thank
of challenge.
goodness.
Maybe it's another immunity challenge.
No, it's merge.
For me and the rest of Seletan, it means that we just need to stick to the same game plan. I mean, we are 7 now. Utada's 4. We need to vote them off one by one, and then we can start eating ourselves, I guess. Depending on who got voted out of Utada at the last tribal council would determine the game plan slightly. If it's Sivu, it makes it a lot easier because we know David will jump on board quickly.
Okay, close that box up.
I'm still gonna see if there's like a glitch somewhere in Alta for Graham.
Why? You think the two egos would have clashed?
No, just back in winding over to the dark side.
Is this what it is, the dark side?
I'm just a devil's advocate.
That's exactly who you are. The devil's advocate.
The three of us at the moment, Shane, Marianne, and me, we are forced to be reckoned with for sure. But I still haven't made my decision because, you know, this game changes all the time. I'm one person who's in good shape at all times here because I have two sides to play with.
I'm sorry, put me loose on that island, on that merge, and havoc is going to be caused left, right, and center. I mean, with you as a double agent.
Going down, Whichever side I choose, I'm in top 4 and try to knock out one person top 3 and plead my case to the jury, hopefully, for the $1 million.
I would kick myself for the next 20 years if I left this lying here.
Don't be uncomfortable. Got my hidden immunity idol in a very compromising spot. The one idol that I'm in possession of now, it's kind of myself, Sivu and Shane's idol. But as far as I'm concerned, it's my idol because I've got it and no one else knows where it is.
Swallow your pride. So that's what I'm doing, keeping quiet. I managed to pack up the whole of camp in case we do have a sudden move. But this season has been completely different to others. So you actually never really know what's happening.
When I say to merge, I'll merge. Taking every day, step by step. I'm playing this game flat out. If you don't play the game will play you.
Come on in, guys.
We walk in to find Nico standing there with this big new red flag with Jawara written on it. It was like a nanosecond that you glanced at the flag because in front of you was a huge table with a feast.
Big smiles on those faces. Suddenly we're not thinking about the rain anymore, right?
I'm so hungry right now. I'm thinking food. I just want to sit down.
Zavon, you look really happy.
I'm on the verge of crying. Literally, I cannot actually believe my eyes.
Well, let's bring in Utara. Come on in, Utara. Seletan, getting your first look at the new Utara tribe. Stephen voted out at the last tribal council.
We immediately know it's a marriage, and we see our new name, the flag, red, is written Jawara. So we're like, yeah, we've made it.
I see this table set with meat, salad, chicken, jars of juice. Everything that we crave for is lying there right before us.
What you guys so happy about? You don't know what's happening.
It's the food.
All right. Well, by now you guys have realized that it's not a challenge, right? So let me get right to it and say, drop your buffs.
Yay.
Drop those old smelly buffs. This is, in fact, merge.
Yay! Yes! We made it, guys.
Utara and Seletan are no more. You have now become one new tribe, the Jawara tribe.
Yeah.
Now they must watch out. They made the mistake of taking it to merge, and hopefully I don't regret saying those words.
There was a collective sigh of relief. You know, it's definitely it's kind of like the halfway mark in the comrades. If it's any sort of concession, if you get voted out now, you're on the jury. I think people were happy for a minute.
Today, then, is a celebration.
Yay.
So what you're celebrating is the fact that you guys have made it this far. You've made it to merge, so congratulations, respect. Huge respect, in fact. So today you'll sit down, you'll eat, you'll drink, you'll be merry, and you'll get to know one another better, because you'll need to know one another better as we go forward in this game. Captains, if you take a close look at this table, you will see that there are only 11 places. That means you guys will not be sitting here today. In fact, why don't the two of you come and stand right here, right next to me?
The captains were taken away from us, so we have no idea what's happening with them. We anticipate from now it's just the 11 of us in the game, and we don't think they're going to be staying with us anymore.
Mark, Corne, these are your new buffs.
Them getting purple buffs straight away makes me think, are they going to be able to compete alongside someone? You know, do they get to take part in a different challenge to push someone else further in the game?
The rest of you, like I said, have a good time, get to know one another. When you're done, make your way down that path, onto the beach, and to the right, where you'll find your new home. All of the items of value from your old camps have been moved there. In addition to that, there's a little welcoming present there from Lasher Tools. A little something to help you build and create your new home. So, have a good time. Try not to overdo it too much. Marion?
I'll try.
Captains, follow me. Enjoy, guys.
So Mark and Corne go off and we all sit down to a feast and everyone just starts chowing.
I'm a word.
Are you going to sit there?
How's the pool, bro?
Listen, it's the only time in my life I've been so full that one mouthful is
There you go.
I think the most interesting thing about today's lunch was sitting down and seeing two tribes that had come together, and it's almost as if for a brief moment all deals and bets were off.
So we had officially meeting.
Yeah, I will need the knife and nails.
Because we've never actually got to know you. It's just like we see you at challenges. We know your names, but
don't know you.
You don't know any stories.
The one position I didn't want to sit in was at the head of the table, and it just kind of opened up like the Red Sea for me. I don't want to be positioning that early, and that was not the place I wanted to be sitting.
I mean, it's tougher than Corne's beard.
I missed you, Shane. Now you're back. It's been a while.
Everybody was expecting me to be the circus act, which is great. And I purposefully kind of bit my tongue a little bit to try and kind of show the sensitive side. I used some very specific language for Xavion, made sure that him and I were kind of connecting with passing food and sharing knives and stuff like that. For me, those are the little building blocks that kind of bigger things are built on.
You know what was so nice about the pool challenge, honestly?
Yeah?
That 2/3 of the people didn't really drink. I found a black sarong with purple hibiscus flowers. I felt like I was at the prom.
I noticed straight up that the person I needed to watch out most for is Graham. Graham's got such a suspicious kind of way about him. That's the head of the snake.
I would say the nicer folk are left. And I'm not just saying it, I mean really like the people that don't have to try hard to just have a good time and laugh.
Yeah. He wants to be in everyone's good books immediately because he's saying all the people that are here are the good people that are reading. He doesn't know me. He hardly knows any of the people from Sillerton. How can he say the good people are left behind? He's obviously trying to score some points.
I don't think I've ever been so happy in my life.
I just think all of a sudden I'm forgetting what hunger was ever like.
Have you forgotten yesterday already?
This feast isn't the most joyful feast I've been to. It's a bit tense because there's people from both alliances and then people from New Alliance. Smiles are very icy. If they smile, the frost cracks on their faces. This is where the game starts. Now the game starts.
What was your guys' first reaction when you saw Stephen was gone?
Yes. I was shocked.
Yeah, you didn't expect
Let me just tell you. A man straight up told a lie. Well, it was a lie he told a long time ago, and then he just happened to mention it to me. I'm like, what?
What was it? It had nothing to do with me, no?
Of course, anything to do with you.
It's that. Shane was talking a lot. He's excited about the match. He wants to execute his plan immediately. I understand his excitement. I also have that excitement, but we need to contain ourselves.
She'd been seen with the idol in her bra. No, seriously, it was like that.
The old Utara 3, they seem to be happy to be reunited with us, and that will make my job as 008 easier to sort of like get them on board back on this side so we can have their numbers. The captains, look, they think they still have a role to play
They've got
now.
new buffs, clearly.
But do they have a role to play now? It's an individual game now. It's not
I think
a team
motivation,
game.
that's all. Yeah, they have a role to play,
But they're not gonna, I don't think they're going to stay with us.
Yeah,
they're definitely not going to stay with us.
The captains get their own buffs, which are purple. Obviously, they're not part of us now. So your mind starts running crazy. What the heck is happening? Because we've always wondered what role will they play once we merge. So it's just speculations and wrecking your brains.
Cheers to Juara.
Juara. Yeah, cheers.
Juara.
Wow. Okay.
Juara. By no means is it time to relax. I think the game actually only really starts now because up until now you've also probably been sheltered by your tribe. From now it's a little bit pretty much man alone. You have to play the game for yourself.
Captains, you will not be returning to your tribe mates. As you know, Utara and Seletan no longer exists, and they've now merged to form one tribe, the Juara tribe. So you won't be living with them, you won't be leading them, and they will now have to fend for themselves. For them, the individual game has just begun, and they'll be battling it out against one another to see who makes it to the final tribal council. However, your involvement in this game is far from over. You will still get to see your former tribe mates at immunity challenges and at tribal council. And you'll be going up against one another in a series of duels. This is now your turf. This is where the two of you will be battling it out, dueling for that. The Salvation Cup. With that cup comes immense power to influence the outcome of this game. So victory here means you have the power to potentially save someone from being voted out at tribal council. Let me explain. As you know, in this game, fire represents your life. Now, with the flame of the Salvation Cup, you will be able to burn one vote that has been cast against a tribe mate of your choice. You will reduce it to ashes and make it null and void. For your chosen castaway, that can mean the difference between staying in this game or having their flame extinguished. That is the power of salvation.
Well, the power of salvation means that I might be able to save one of my tribe members at tribal council. You know, if I feel that things might be going against one of my strong players that used to be in Seletan, you know, I could possibly save them. So it is of huge importance.
Gentlemen, it is time to light the Salvation Cup.
The game that I didn't want to be involved in, now I'm probably more involved than ever.
Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Let's get into position.
Myself and Mark are both very competitive people, you know, and every battle is one which will be fiercely contested.
Gentlemen, you've both been issued with a paddle on which you have to balance a statue. What you want to do is knock your opponent's statue into the water while protecting your own. If yours is knocked into the water, you concede a point to your opponent. First 1 to 3 wins this challenge and walks away with the Salvation Cup and the power to influence the vote at Tribal Council. Captains ready?
Yep.
Go! Once again, a learning curve in this game. Oh, Cornet drops it. 1 point to Mark.
Kunai, that's like an own goal, right?
I was more worried about attack than defense, eh?
First round, 1 point to Mark. First to 3 wins this challenge. Captain's ready. Go! Mark on the attack, Kunai on the defense.
What I try and do is get to the bottom of his holder and try and hit the bottom so it flips off the top.
Drops it, it is down. Another point to Mark. A struggle for both to keep that idol on the pedal. Another point to Mark. That's 2 points to Mark. Win this one and the Salvation Cup is yours, Mark. Captain's ready.
Yeah.
Go! Mark on the attack again. Cornet once again defending, watching his idol. If he drops it, this challenge belongs to Mark. Cornet is on the back foot, dodging down. It's a drop! So close!
Oh, where's that?
Both captains losing their statue in that round, which means it is a draw. Once again, Mark, if you win this round, the challenge is over and you walk away with that Salvation Cup and the power to change the vote at Tribal Council. Captains ready? Go! Cornet on the attack now in this round. Mark wins another round, walks away with the Salvation Cup. The challenge is yours, Mark.
Yeah! A fish belongs in the water, so water challenges, beware.
Mark, so you are the winner of our first Salvation duel. 3 points to Cornet's 0. That means you walk away with the power of the Salvation Cup. Cornet, you walk away powerless tonight. I'll see you at the next immunity challenge. Off you go.
There was one close one, but the others all went Mark's way, so 3-0 to him. And well done to him, he's a fierce competitor.
So Mark, suddenly, a game that you've played on the outskirts of the social game has suddenly sucked you in.
Yeah, thanks for that, Nico.
My pleasure.
Definitely. There, I thought once the tribes emerged, I can sit back, relax. But obviously, you've got another part for me to play. And fortunately, although I've been on the outside, what was happening in my tribe, what their strategy, what their plans are once they merge. So I'm obviously going to try and keep the members of my tribe on as long as possible. And let's hope I can save 1 or 2.
Is there 1 or 2 people that you are adamant to be using that cup for?
I think at the moment, see how the game plays out. But, you did originally ask me on day 3 or 4 who I actually fancied, who I would like for my tribe to do really well. I did mention a couple of names. 3 of them are still there. Solly, but Bukhle was one of them, and Shane was another one. So we'll see if that opportunity comes to try and save them or help them along. I'll definitely use it.
Great. Well, the cup is yours to take. I'll see you at the next individual immunity challenge. Grab that.
Thank you.
And have a good time. Use it wisely.
As a captain, and as I said from the start to my whole team, is that I'll give you 150%, you give me that. And I'll do my best to try and win the Salvation Cup as many times as possible so that I can use it to help fellow teammates go as far as possible.
After we've eaten, everyone gets up and we walk to our new camp. Our beach is probably 10 times the size of our old beach. A lot more rocks, so we're not quite sure where we're going to swim and fish.
There's a wheelbarrow. We can shovel sand or wood or anything.
Get to our new camp, Juarez camp. And there's a few goodies, compliments of lasher tools, a mallet, a hammer, an axe, a machete, wheelbarrow.
Yeah, what we did was, we racked our brains trying to work out the suspenders, and then we went and found 2 nice pieces, we cut it down with a split in it, and then we anchored it on each side, put the thing between, anchor it with rope, and then we're done. Yeah, just get those 2 poles, then everything rests on that.
Shane is already throwing his construction orders on how the tent should be constructed.
Well, I wasn't even going to use any trees. If we were going to build this the way I built it at the other place, we literally would have to go and cut down 2 stumps about yay big with a split in it, and then we dig it into the ground, Yeah. We put the tarp over it, over a center beam, and you peg it down, and it can't go anywhere.
Cool. Awesome. Let's do that.
But can you see what I mean by how big it is if we
it's
put a center?
That's more than enough space for everyone.
You know, he has a commanding voice and presence, and people listen to him. So I was pretty glad when he had to kind of like bark his instructions more, and guys could hear how irritating he is at times.
It's definitely refreshing to be in a different environment. I just hope the shelter thing comes right.
Or the alpha males coming out of there.
I definitely think the poll should go this way. I don't know what you think. If I could just speak for a second.
I'm open to suggestions.
I'm open to suggestions, but I think this looks better. It's much better. Block out the rain and then.
I think we need to try and convert Marion.
She won't. No two ways about it.
Because the thing is, yeah, but the thing is, what we need to realize is that they are still in the majority, and Sivu is definitely with Bukle, Solly, and Val. We don't have to convert Marion, but if we can at least vote Sivu off first, then the game is completely in our hands.
Okay, I'll go with whatever you said.
For me at the moment, I do think Sivu should go because, I think he's going to form an alliance with Solly, Val and Bukle, which is going to be dangerous once we vote off Marion and Shane.
The plan now is definitely trying to get Solly, Bukle, Val back on board to the Utara train. I think you guys are in a unique position. Is it the old Utara or the new Soletan?
Look,
I know that.
I think Mina at the moment, I'm still on analyzing.
Yeah, but I know me, you, Val and Sol, I mean, we're tight like that.
So we can still sort of count you as our loyal buddy.
Dude, there's 4 of us. I want us to be in the final 4.
Okay.
I will always be the swing vote because I have placed myself in that position from day one. I don't know if you guys will be willing for Old Utara 7, we go all the way to 7. I don't know if that's a possibility. I don't know if you guys will be open to that. But in that 7, there's 4 of us.
There's 4 of us. I don't think the old Utara 7 would work. I think we can start with the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Because I'm not quite comfortable around Marion.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, me, you,
don't worry.
Yeah.
That core is still there.
Still there.
I'm gonna still keep close with him. Sort of monitor where he is, monitor his moves, and then from there I'll have to draw conclusions and see how I move forward with him.
And that's dry, yeah.
You didn't answer me, Davey. How's life on the other side?
Okay, nice.
I think you did well. Just survived.
You think so?
Yeah, well done. Well done.
Why you sound shocked then?
No, I'm happy to see you. I thought for sure if they voted anyone off, it would be you and Jenna. Because you guys were the outsiders.
Yeah.
Did you guys play any immunity idols?
Nothing.
I've witnessed how David can lie to someone in their face.
I mean, when I get this, it means I want to hit. I want to go to this.
Put it in her bag just to hide it, okay?
So why? To her, not to me?
I don't know. I obviously thought
she never said a word. She never said a word. She never said a word.
He said that Jenna didn't even have an idol, that it wasn't even in her bag, which I find very hard to believe. I'm almost 100% convinced he took it and that he's got it in his possession. Yeah, well, I mean, basically, we obviously just want to know, are you still with the old Soletan or not?
Well, listen, things have changed.
So you're with them now?
Listen, I'm a stepchild to both tribes, right?
Yeah, that's all I wanted to. No, it's all good.
No one's in anywhere here. It's open play. He's just trying to fish to see which side of the fence I'm on, because he knows he needs numbers with the old Silakan tribe.
No, but I haven't.
I have this wild theory that he stole the idol from Jenna. I'm quite sure. He
stole the idol?
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
David's definitely part of their tribe, but I know David in the sense that he's always willing to jump. So if we can convince David that the new Selatan members are on our side and he sees we have the numbers, then he'll join us. David, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm surprised to see you.
Are you surprised to see me?
I honestly thought they would have voted out you and Genevieve as the first freaking sign of possibility.
Listen to me. For me to stand here is a miracle now.
High five, dude. Honestly.
Because
jeez, you survived it. Wow. I thought, let me have a conversation to find out where he stands on the whole matter. Is he Selatan? Is he Utara? I still see you as Selatan, and so does everyone else. And I understand you're angry because day one, Marsha and Ashley and Xavion and Philip had you on the chopping block. And ever since then...
Graham, I've been on a chopping block every single tribal council.
You can still trust us. I don't want to say anything beyond that. I mean, I could have gone with Marsha and Ashley and Xavion and Altaf, and I didn't. And I think in that move, I saved me, you know, and that for me is my way of saying, look here, I didn't have to do that, but I did that.
Okay. Are you scared of Xavion in challenges?
Of course, that's obvious. I mean, we all know we're afraid of Xavion. Even the Utara guys, everybody's afraid of him. I mean, he's the strongest guy here. He freaking took Sully for, you know.
I was there, I know.
I would never, I'm not gonna...
Tell me something. If Xavion doesn't win the immunity idol tomorrow, whose name do I write down? Whose name are you and I going to write down together so you can prove to me?
I'll tell you whose name I'm going to write down, but it's not going to be one of the Selatan members.
Then how can I trust you?
Because we need to keep the numbers first. Honestly, Val, Bukle and Sali is voting with us. We're 7, with you we're 8. As soon as we eliminate them, then it's just Selatan, and Xavion will go first. I will bet my life on it. There's no way that Xavion is going to go after you. Xavion will go before any of the other Selatan. I think he could be with us, but it's touch and go. I think the more important thing is that Sali, Val and Bukle need to be with us. But it would be nice to have David on our side because it means we can start eliminating the old Utara earlier.
We have to dig a little hole and place those things in it, level it out as best we can.
Do you want it?
Use that chopper. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Like that. Yeah. Put leave that there, hold that one up. Okay, hold that one up.
How many do you want, Shane?
Yeah, how many? That's fine. And where's that other bamboo pole you said you had?
Sweet, that's perfect.
Okay, so let's put this top on it now. There's the center line.
I've gotten so used to being on a small tribe. Now I come back with 11 people and it's like I'm right back where I started. So, you know, it's frustrating not having the numbers, but we do have community idols and we just got to be very, very clever about this. And I definitely think myself and Shane can pull something off because, you know, I'm not leaving this game anytime soon. I didn't come all this way to leave like tomorrow. It's not even an option.
Yeah, I would have to...
Get on proud of that.
No cooking tonight.
Eh?
No. And it's going to be nice if there's a draft that goes through here. It'll keep the mosquitoes and the things away. But that's it. Can we relax for a bit, you know? I ate so much. I couldn't hold back.
This is actually a nice camping fire spot we got here.
When you tribal council all the time and you're doing so well, it's nice to be part of it. When you start losing, like I did, and the chips go down, Don't be shocked when you're a pawn. Because right now, it's Altaf, Xavier, Moira, and Graham that are running the show. 4 people are running this whole show.
Yeah. I'll catch you later, guys.
If Xavier's got the gift of the gab, he likes to talk, The thing is this, he's such a strong physical player, as you find out yourself. He's a very strong physical player. And they're going to vote physical out, they're going to vote you out, Solly. You going next, buddy. That's why you need us. You need to come over to Tara.
I was a bit taken aback. I was a bit shocked at the aggressiveness of how he approached it. I mean, I just went there to do for my ball. And then he didn't hesitate. Bang, he went straight forward.
That's why I know those people so well. I know them so well. I know. Sorry, listen to me. Before the merge, for days on end, Xavier couldn't stop speaking about the way he dragged you to the sand. For days on end, he loved it. He loved repeating the way he dragged you to the sand. One of you three guys go out first. You pawns, they won't think of you. They never thought of me at all.
David obviously did it because he kind of like knows or feels that he might be next. But he knows he's in the minority. But I don't think it's David's strategy. I think it's Utaro's strategy.
You can flush us out, the 4 guys on this side of Utara. But the day will come where they're going to flush you guys out. Because there's 3 against 4. Careful. Think about Solly. You also got to start marketing and going out there and wooing people over back to Tara again. And letting them know. Because at the end of the day, it's all about numbers. If we can get Solly and the other 2 girls over, we got the numbers. All right. Thanks for listening, Sol.
100, man. Anytime.
They've got time to come and talk to me, but we're not making any effort to talk to them.
No, we're talking to them. Dude, believe me, I'm playing a game. That's the whole romantic story. It's all fact, but it's just to get them to feel relaxed around me. That wasn't for fun.
Because I spoke to Solly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know well like you guys do. Yeah. And I must say, he listened with intent. He listened. I don't know what Marion's done. I don't know what...
Okay, can I make a suggestion? Yeah? I would just listen more right now and talk less.
Okay, cool.
Because you've done your talking, let the others do their work. Because Marion's doing her work and Sivu's doing his work.
Cool. Marion and Shane and Sivu, they're doing nothing. They're not making an attempt to get anybody on board. It's disheartening.
We'll chat tomorrow once we know what.
Because Graham came over to me, I had a long chat with me at the water well. And I thought, yeah, well, I don't want to go. I don't want to do it.
What you said you don't want to go?
No! I want Bushmen to come aboard with us.
I'm coming back now, keep chopping. I'm coming along.
If nothing happens by tomorrow, I've got to go back to Selatan again because they're not doing anything to recruit other people.
If you ever want to find out the truth, first thing you do is you split people up and you ask them all the same questions, and if different answers come back, you're being played. So what I'm saying is talk less and just listen more and let the others do their work now.
Just keep me informed, right?
Yeah, of course so.
But if it doesn't happen by tomorrow, then if you don't play the game plan's you.
I can see why the other team didn't want David. He is a loose cannon of unbelievable proportions. Can't help himself. Can't help himself. I think I'm going to resign myself to just giving him instructions on who to vote for at the death as we're going to the vote. Panic. Unbelievable, man.
I was asked the question.
And what we need to do, we need to just understand that we are 7. We are 7, like we agree, and then there's no hesitation.
As loyal as they'll be, and they'll say that.
Not
You
to
with me,
eavesdrop or anything,
You with me?
but I'm so with you. Buhle, you want to go do a water run with me?
Yep. Water run. I've been waiting to get to this actual phase of the game. This is where obviously the game starts. Mind games, politics, all of that, which is quite what Survivor should be about. I will tell you my concerns though.
What's your concerns?
I don't trust Moira.
I don't trust Moira either.
At all.
I find myself in an alliance where I look at 3 other people and I wonder, because I've always been on the outside of that alliance.
Yeah.
So don't trust anything she says to you at this stage. That's what I'm saying, is when it comes to that point, we're going to have a choice.
Okay.
And I would quite like to, when we get to that stage, vote Moira off first.
Okay, so I'm with you there.
You're with me.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
My head is so in this game to make the final. I'm beaming with confidence at this stage. Can we pick you up? Got a newfound feeling for this game and it feels great. I would much rather make a new alliance where I know I am, safe and I'm not being lied to.
Yeah. Yes, I have a pact with Xavier. I believe he's quite strong, but obviously a threat as well.
Give me a hug because I'm so happy I have you.
But honestly,
and you've got a very strong player in me, by the way.
I know that. You don't need to convince me. Obviously, he's not going to be the only one. I'm going to try, obviously, play the game and see who else I can try and get like a tight relationship with.
I'm going to be straight with you, like myself and Shane right now, we're on the outside, do you know what I mean? We know for a fact that you, Buhle, Val, and Sibu are tight, you know? And we know for the fact that Salatan's 4 are tight, and they're not going to split. Would I rather lose to you, Buhle and Val, or would I rather lose to someone from Salatan? I would rather let someone from Utara win.
First of all, there's no way on God's earth that I can say right now who Final 4 is. They can.
They can. They solid.
And you're not in that.
You're not in that.
You know that. Yeah. See, my thing is I want to be able to stand next to 5 or 6 of my members and go, okay, we're competing for individual immunity now. Straight up. No politics.
As Shane said, we must be together as the old Utara tribe. And we have already made a decision, myself, Val and Buhle, that we're not going to do that. We are going to stay with the Salatan tribe.
I don't know. For me, it's as simple. Taking control of the game and guaranteeing yourself a 1 in 6 chance of winning R1 million. Not 1 in 6 chance of coming 5th, 6th, and 7th.
I don't have to stress about nothing. I don't have to have alliances. People come to me and tell me that they want to be in an alliance with me. Damn, this is crazy. It's pretty amazing being me. Oh yeah, you should write that down.
In a worldwide first for Survivor, 2 sporting legends are captaining the 2 tribes this season. In another first, you, the viewer, will decide the captain's fate by voting for your favorite throughout the remainder of the series. Your vote will determine whether Corne or Mark will walk off with a 500,000 Rand cash prize at Survivor's live finale. Here's a look at their journey so far. For the past 18 days, ex-Bafana Bafana star Mark Fish and former Springbok rugby captain Corne Krige have been playing a game unlike one they've ever experienced.
Survivor had started and also contemplating whether I'd made the right decision to be in this competition.
The captains survived the elements with their tribes and led them in challenges, but they've not been able to cast a vote at Tribal Council yet. They only have 1 vote in the series, and that is at the final Tribal Council. That's when they vote with the jury for a winner, giving them much food for thought about deserving candidates until then.
If one of my members are there at the final, certainly will appreciate it and probably vote for them.
Utara captain Mark Fish wanted the individual members of the tribe to stick together as a team.
We win as a team, we lose as a team. But we ain't gonna lose!
And even put himself on the line to win.
Mark's a good leader. He really, really is. And I think that he leads from inside. He leads from the passion that he shows for his team, the passion that he throws himself at challenges with. He's got scars all over himself to prove it.
Hopefully it makes them a little bit more comfortable seeing me as their captain, and that I'll give them everything, and then hopefully, as I said, we will all move forward together and win the next challenge, hopefully, and then, who knows? Guys, chill.
But Mark's unique approach and reluctance to strategize before challenges led to conflict when some of his tribe members felt he did not step up to the plate as a leader.
I, as an individual, hate spoiled little brats that show this is the team game. You can be disappointed.
My problem is
you can be disappointed, but don't do it in front of your teammates.
I'm a human being, Mark. I'm allowed to be disappointed.
You're a human being that needs to learn to control his emotions.
Notwithstanding the occasional dissent in his tribe, he has led Utara to victory in a number of immunity challenges, despite there being a severe lack of food on the island.
We're struggling to get food. We're definitely not eating enough. And then my team goes and throws a performance like that. It just shows what the human spirit is capable of.
Utara! Mark has chosen to stay out of the social and strategic game as much as possible.
As you know, I'm not part of this game that you guys are going to start playing now. But pick wisely, think for the sake of the team, and then hopefully we'll see where we go from here.
Some players have preferred this approach from their captain.
Listen, Mark, that's one thing I appreciate about you. The words your honor. You're staying out of the game. And Corne's not doing that. He's getting involved in the game.
He's very much about being honourable and not backstabbing with each other, but he's also letting everybody get on with their game. He's not in any way getting in the way. And his philosophy is have fun at the same time, and that seems to have worked.
As the tribes merge, there are still 7 castaways in the game who played under Mark's captaincy during the first 18 days on the island. And Mark has his favourites who he would like to see succeed in the individual phase of the game. As soon as Seletan captain Corne Krieger set foot on the island, he had only one goal in mind.
I want somebody in my tribe, in this tribe, in Seletan, to win Survivor. If that happens, I'll be the happiest guy in the world. Okay.
I think we all agree on that.
Yeah. He initially gravitated towards the physically stronger players on his tribe. But he quickly learned that Survivor doesn't quite work like rugby.
I realized last night at Tribal Council that I don't know much about the game Survivor. I thought it was all about surviving and that you'll help each other to survive. But it's a lot more than that. There's a lot of politics going on all the time.
Seletan followed a strict regime of pre-challenge preparation, all under Corne's watchful eye. He became involved in the strategic game when Seletan's hidden immunity idol got flushed out and handed to him.
The tribe has said they'll entrust me with it, and then hopefully we can play it at a time when we need it the most.
After the tribe shuffle, Corne's tribe kept winning the immunity challenges, giving them the upper hand in the numbers game.
Let's go.
Market.
We're nearly a week without going to Tribal Council.
That's what's up.
That's what we want.
That's why we're such a strong tribe.
That's what this game is about.
Corne has captained 8 of the remaining players, but he has identified his favourites to win this game early on.
My gut feel, though, is that Sully, Xavier, and Graham are the 3 strongest contenders in my tribe.
To date, Corne's tribe has won 7 reward challenges to Team Fisher's 5. And even though Corne's tribe won all of the sports heroes to assist in the challenges, Mark's Utara tribe coined the phrase the hero's curse when they defeated Seletan in all 3 showdowns. In immunity challenges, Utara was victorious 3 times, while Seletan won tribal immunity 4 times. Now that Corne and Mark have led their tribes to merge, where the castaways will start their individual game, their captain's journey takes an exciting new turn as they battle it out in duels to win the Salvation Cup and the power to save someone at Tribal Council. Are you Team Fish or Team Krige? You can vote via SMS, WeChat or online at mnet.co.za/SurvivorSA. Every week, one voter will win 10,000 Rand in cash, and at the end of the series, there's a grand prize of a holiday worth 90,000 Rand up for grabs. You decide the fate of our captains. Vote for your favorite and win. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
When you've had 18 days with not much food, you know, every little challenge becomes a big thing. You know, my heart was pounding afterwards. I could feel that I was really excited. And my body was saying there's a challenge on and I need to win it, you know. So every little challenge now is a big mountain to climb. So I'll have to get myself up for the next one.
Salvation Cup can play a crucial role, and I'm hoping to play a crucial role in the sense that I need to now pay a little bit more attention to what's happening in the game at the immunity challenges, tribal council, what's been said. So I'll be using it in hopefully the right way to make strategic moves, because obviously as a captain I would love to see one of my members go all the way and win it.
Next time on Survivor. Survivor's ready. Go! He drops it.
Come on now, man.
The idol's gone. Someone's found the idol.
You guys must have it, man. Come on, I can see in your body language.
Okay, this is interesting.
It takes a lot to leave me speechless. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Phenomenal twist.